Good Shabbos. I'm speaking to you today from the rear lawn of our shul grounds, just opposite the Parker Family Ballroom. There is a well-known principle in Jewish thought that ein somchin al hanes, that we are not supposed to rely on miracles. In fact, it is an actual prohibition that one is not allowed to put themselves in danger expecting Hashem to perform a miracle and save them. In light of this principle, how are we to understand the promise that Hashem makes in this week's Torah reading? The Parsha begins with the mitzvah of Shemitah, that every seventh sabbatical year, the Jewish farmer must abandon his entire livelihood and leave it open for anyone to take from. This is an enormously difficult mitzvah to perform. And so the Torah recognizes how difficult it is and even goes so far as to articulate the anxiety that the Jewish farmer will inevitably feel no matter how committed he is to the Torah. V'chi somru, ma nochal b'shana hashvi'is. If you will say, what will we eat in the seventh year? Hein lo nizra, we are not planting. V'lo nesof es tevuaseinu, we are not gathering in our produce. Recognizing the enormous strength it takes to abandon one's field, one's entire livelihood, Hashem guarantees that He will sustain us during the seventh year, as well as the eighth year which follows, a year in which no planting has occurred. Vitzivisi es birchasi lachem, I will command my blessing to you, b'shana hashishis, in the sixth year, v'asas es hatuva l'shlosh hashanim. There will be enough in the sixth year to produce and feed everyone for all 3 years, the sixth, the seventh, and in the year following the seventh sabbatical year. Does this mean that Hashem is guaranteeing a miraculous crop every 7 years? Are we meant to rely on such a miraculous occurrence? In truth, the Torah does not say that Hashem will bring about a miracle. Instead, it says very carefully, "V'tzivisi es birchasi." What does it mean that Hashem will command His blessing? The Sfas Emes explains that bracha, blessing, is a middle ground between two poles, two opposites, the natural on the one hand, and the supernatural or the miraculous on the other hand. We tend to believe that Hashem conducts the world in either one of two ways. Either He runs the world through the laws of nature, or He interrupts those laws and introduces a miracle, which is a break from those predictable laws of nature. But there is a third middle way, the Sfas Emes explains. Between those two, the natural and the supernatural, lies blessing, bracha, as a middle ground. Blessing for the Sfas Emes means to pull or to extend. That when Hashem offers blessing, in truth, He is enabling the natural order to be pulled or extended beyond what it normally produces to support us during a challenging time, such as the Shemitah, the sabbatical year. Blessing is when Hashem harnesses the natural order to aid and support us. And that's what Hashem promises us at the dawn of the sabbatical year, that we will be able to stretch what we thought was possible. There is no miracle involved in this. Rather, Hashem enables us to do more than we normally expect. This understanding of bracha, of blessing, is playing out all around us. Similar to the sabbatical year, the Shemitah, this crisis we find ourselves in affects everyone. And it's presenting us with challenges that are just not normal. And what will get us through this challenge is not miracles. It's blessings. It's finding our way to stretch ourselves and what we are capable of in order to deal with a new normal. Doctors, nurses, and first responders best exemplify bracha, blessing, as they stretch their capacity to care for people. Frontline workers that are so critical to maintaining services that people live off of are extending themselves in so many ways that many of us don't have to. But the rest of us are achieving blessing as well. The strength and perseverance it requires to handle all of the new stresses that this crisis presents us is forcing us to draw upon reserves we didn't even know we had. We can see all around us, Vitzivisi es birchasi, how Hashem has commanded His blessing, how we have been able in so many spheres to meet the challenges by stretching our capabilities. And so when we bless Hashem, every time we say Baruch, which identifies Hashem as the source of blessing, we are asking Him to help us pull and stretch and extend ourselves beyond what we normally have to. In this time of social distancing, in this time when the simple activities of coming and going involve some risk, I conclude with a bracha which takes on a new meaning today. Baruch atah b'voecha u'baruch atah b'tzeisecha. May you find blessing in your goings and may you find blessing in your comings. May you find new abilities and new reserves of strength wherever you go. Good Shabbos.